Hi everybody, and welcome to episode number 280 of the Karen Knits podcast. My name is Karen, and I'm coming to you from South Central Pennsylvania, where I live, where I work, where I knit and crochet sometimes, and get into all kinds of other crafting shenanigans. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. I'm filming this a day early. I'm filming it on Friday the 7th of November. I'll have it go live on Saturday morning. We're not going to be home most of the day Saturday, so we've got a breakfast thing to go to in the morning, then a school play thing that we're going to for the afternoon, then out for supper with a friend that we're going to the play with. And by the time I get home, I don't think I'll be home before 5 or 6. So I'll get this filmed today and get it posted for tomorrow morning. So that's where we're at. It's a beautiful day out. It's a little bit windy. It's in the 50s Fahrenheit. It's overcast, but it's nice. I love this time of year. This is my favorite time of year, hands down. So if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for coming by and checking out my channel. I'm so happy to have you here with me. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back for another week to see what kind of shenanigans I've been up to and see what kind of knitting and crafting I've been up to and what I've accomplished. Not always a lot, but that's life. Anywho, if you have not yet subscribed, please do. It really does help my teeny tiny channel. And also like the video, comment. I love reading your comments and I try to reply to each and every one of them. And let's get down to business. Like I said, I don't have a lot to show you again this week. I've just been kind of in a knitting slump. I don't know why. And it's been a bit of a knitting slump lately. But I have been spending a decent amount of time working on my Musical shawl by Stephen West. And I'm still on clue 2. I thought I'd get it done probably if we weren't getting as many things done on Friday as usual. I probably would have finished clue 2 on Friday to show you when I filmed on Saturday as normal, but it's not normal this weekend, so I didn't quite finish clue number 2. I have one of the eyelet row sections to do and one more squiggle to do. So I'm almost done with clue 2, but not quite. I was optimistic and I was really optimistic and I printed out the pattern for clue 3 back on Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't needed it yet. Oh well. Just drinking water. I've taken a break from caffeine. I've found that in the last couple weeks I've not been sleeping as well as I usually do. I've had one night where I was up till 3:30 in the morning before I finally fell asleep. Then on Sunday morning I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. Time change. I guess I was worried that our alarms weren't going to ring on time. But I was up at 2:30 in the morning and I couldn't fall back asleep. So I've opted to cut out caffeine for the time being. And I quit that on Monday morning, so I'm almost a week in to no caffeine. And I don't drink a lot of caffeine, but I've been finding I've been drinking more Coke Zeros lately and later in the day, and it's not been good. So normally I drink 1 or 2 cups of tea in the morning, and that had been it. So I think what I'm going to do is go off caffeine for a while, and my sleeping has improved huge since I did that on Monday. I haven't had a single problem sleeping since then. So I think the caffeine was probably the culprit. But, so I'm caffeine free right now. So I was feeling a little bit off on Monday, Tuesday, and most of Wednesday, to be honest. I'm just finally feeling normal now, so. Anywho, so that's where that is. So anyway, I have got some progress on my mystery shawl by Stephen West, and I'm not going to bother with the spoiler stuff anymore because I don't think anyone is as far behind as I am anymore. So, like I said, I've finished the 8th squiggle. And it's kind of hard to show it now because it's getting a little bit unwieldy, but here's where I am with that. I am so happy with my colors. These are such bright, happy summer colors. So here's where the squiggles are right now. So I have one more little eyelet section to do, and then I have one more section of a blue squiggle to do. So I'm having fun with this. I'm eager to get started on the next section to see how that's going to look, but here's where we are so far. So it's fun. Like I say, I'm enjoying it, but I'm so far behind, and I'm fine with that. I know I've never kept up yet. I've done these for 5 or 6 years now. I've never been close to keeping up. I can't. In the past with my work schedule, cut into knitting time, and just with my hands. My hands are just not happy with as much knitting as they used to be, especially my right hand. I'm really having trouble with my first finger triggering. I'm going to have to make an appointment to see my orthopedic surgeon and probably get that tendon release surgery done on this finger. Fun stuff. But I do know that when I do have the tendon release surgery, it fixes the problem. Once it's healed up, we're back to normal, and it's just fine. So that's it for my knitting for the week. I had high hopes of spending some time each day working on each of my projects. Didn't happen. No, I'm just kind of in a knitting slump right now, and that's fine. I'm maybe kind of waiting for Advent season to start. I have one of my Advent calendars. Well, I'm getting a total of 3 Advent calendars. So one of the Advent calendars is an ink sample Advent. So there's 24 little bottles of fountain pen ink and one larger bottle with the ink sample, or a larger sample for Christmas Day. I've got a nasty tickle in my throat. Hopefully I can get through this. So I have that, and then I have my Freckled Whimsy yarn, the 2025 Advent self-striping yarn. That arrived a little while back, so it's still sitting in the package waiting for Christmas, or for Advent season to start. And then the 3rd Advent calendar, the last one I got, is not shipped yet. It will be shipping in the next week. And that is a 20-gram Advent calendar plus the full skein for Christmas Day. So that will be shipping soon. I emailed and messaged the seller on eBay, or not eBay, on Etsy to double check if it's going to be shipping soon, and she confirmed that it will be shipping. She wants all of them out by the 15th. So it should be coming out soon. And then I ordered one more Advent calendar. I ordered it late, so it will not arrive on time. And that is 24 10-gram skeins of yarn. And those will be perfect for my mitered square Ruana, which is still in progress, as are all my all my knitting are all in progress. And I've been starting to contemplate plans and ideas for my knitting in 2026. One of the things I want to do is I want to go through all of my 50-gram skeins of yarn, and I have quite a few. I have 4, just as a starting point, I have 4 from Rising Tide Fibers from last year, 4 50-gram skeins of yarn with the a small contrasting mini. What I want to do is I want to package up 12 of those into like brown paper bags, and then not label them, and then randomly pick one on the first of each month and start a pair of socks and use up 12 of the skeins of yarn over 2026. I'll do other sock knitting during 2026 as well, but I do want to make a conscious effort of doing 12 of the yarns that I picked up here and there at different crafts or yarn shows and things like that. So that's one of the things I want to do for 2026. I'm hoping to have some of my whips done before 2026. We shall see. But I do want to make a point of getting those, hopefully most of them done this year, and beyond that finish them in 2026 if they're not done before then. So that's my other main plan. And then I want to map out some other projects that I want to start working on this year coming up. I have a few scrappy project ideas that I have. My little blips of leftover yarn from all my row 1 minis, where I've used about 8 out of the 10 grams in my Ruana. I want to use the remainder to make a scrappy, either a shawl, or I'm thinking a garter stitch triangular shawl. Nothing out of the ordinary, just basic triangular garter stitch shawl. And with that, what I want to do is hold the leftovers from the minis together with a bare yarn and do that as kind of like a marled effect. Or the other thing I might do is just put all those minis together into a magic 8 ball. No, not a magic 8 ball. Magic ball. Why do I keep wanting to call it a magic 8 ball? I just want to do into a magic knot ball. Is that what it's called? Oh my gosh. Or do them that way, and then maybe add those as some of the sections in my jelly roll cardigan. That might be what I'll do with those. That sounds like a good idea. I like that idea, because then I could just keep on going and do them with one strand of the mini scraps and one strand of bare. I think that's a plan. I think that's what I'm going to do with those. I think. And then I have also some 80/20 row 1 minis that I'm going to use in something else. I don't know what yet, but I want to get those used up too and keep going on my stash down. I want to continue with that in the upcoming year. So anyway, I'm just starting to ramble now, so I'm going to let you go before I've got this weird tickle. If you're seeing a lot of like jump cuts, it's because I've cut out a whole bunch of little coughing fits that I've had. And so anyway, I'm going to let you go. I'll get the editing on this done, and I'm going to get it uploading so it can schedule to go live sometime on Saturday morning. Alrighty, thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I will see you again next week. Bye.